Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title down below, we will be doing Girl Talk Part 3 and it's all about self-love. So once again, joining me is Erica. You've seen her in the past two videos.
Hello.
And then there's Pauline. You saw her in my last video.
Hi.
And our newest addition, Reagan. Guys, all welcome.
Hi
Reagan.
guys. Mwah.
Anyway, so we're gonna answer a bunch of questions for you guys about self-love and how to improve on how to love yourself more despite everything. So yeah, let's get started. The first question is, how do you practice self-love, or what are some of the ways you manifest self-love?
Every day, what do you call this? I start each day by telling myself something positive. And then even the small things like how well you handle the situation or how good you look or something. And it's important to acknowledge the good things in life.
For me, I guess self-love is waking up and embracing your flaws, because we're all unique in our own way. And stop comparing yourself to others, because that won't help your growth. And just love yourself and accept the compliments that you receive. Don't dodge them out. Yeah.
For me, how I practice self-love is just, I think it's really important when you know your value, you know your purpose. Because for me, I struggled with self-love for a long time. But when I started to understand, I was created by God and everything God created is fearfully and wonderfully made, you start to not care about any opinion of man, because man can't give you value. So when you know that your value comes from God, it's easier for me to accept the way that I am and just embrace myself for being the way I am. So yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
For me, I guess for the longest time I was also struggling with it as well. Whenever I would wake up and look at myself in the mirror, I just pick out all my flaws. Or if I had let's say a new pimple or something, I'd feel so bad about it and it would ruin my day. I couldn't even go out of the house without makeup because I felt like I looked so bad. But then I guess one day I just realized that I shouldn't even be picking on myself. Everyone goes through this. Everyone gets acne, everyone gets weight gain and all that. So it's not even something to be ashamed of. It's society that's telling us oh no, you have to have flawless skin, blah blah blah. But it's not that. So I guess one day I just realized so what if I have acne? So what if I gained a few pounds? I love me, and I don't need approval from other people to love myself, basically.
Exactly.
Next question. How do I deal with low self-esteem or self-doubt?
Oof.
So they're asking how they could deal with it.
For me, I think it's easy. That comes from a lot of things, low self-esteem, from what, whether it's from looks or the way that you are. But then I've come to a realization that being pretty is not enough. It doesn't define who you are. Actually anything that you do, being pretty, it really doesn't define who you are, because beauty is fleeting, charming is deceptive, and I started to realize that what matters really is your heart, and if you work on improving that and then building that, and that's all that matters. So I just try to really improve myself in that area of my life into becoming a better person, not dwelling so much on the opinions of other people or my own feelings or my own inner critic, but really just work on trying to improve myself for the better without comparing myself to other people. Yeah.
Actually, you know what works? I tried it last week. Taking a social media cleanse or detox, because a lot of our self-esteem we get insecure now because of what we see on social media. So yeah, what worked from my social media cleanse is that it helped me reconnect with the real world, and it reduced some feelings of anxiety, because I don't think we're aware of it, but we get competitive when we're on social media. So that did not help with my self-esteem. Like I would compare myself with other people, and that's very unhealthy. So yeah, taking a social media cleanse really worked, and it also helped with my sleep schedule for some reason, and I was more productive. So yeah, that's it.
Well, they pretty much said everything, but I've personally had that experience before, having so like low self-esteem. And I worked by doing what I love, which is dancing and working out. And that actually boosted my confidence because I shut out all the negativity and I focused on myself and my personal growth. And as much as possible, I avoided the stereotypes and the stuff I see on social media. So I won't have to base who I have to be just, on what's trending and stuff.
Yeah, all of them pretty much like mentioned it already. Like how you can deal with it is basically just trying to take those steps and loving yourself first. Because, like just block out what everyone else is saying, block out what social media is saying, what you're like, how you're supposed to look, block out, stereotypes and all that, and literally just focus on yourself and just love every little bit of yourself. Because what's there not to love? How do I love myself no matter what my weight is? For me, I think, well, before I had this thing where I had to stay below, like I had to stay within like 40 kilos or something, or somewhere just there. Like I didn't want to exceed that because I don't know, I had this thing where I just felt like I needed to be that weight to fit in. Because like when I was in my old school, most of my friends were like that weight and all that, and all of them were so fit, and yeah, so I felt the need to fit in, so I would not eat sometimes, or I would go on these stupid diets that wasn't healthy for me. But I guess after that I was just like, why do I need to fit in? Like being like how we are now, it's always like, oh, I need to fit in, I need to fit in. But honestly, being different is better. Like standing out is better. Why do you want to fit in? So yeah, I basically just didn't really think about my weight, that I just ate whatever I wanted to eat at that time. I was just like, I'm young, I want to eat, I'm gonna eat. So yeah, I mean, but then again, also stay healthy. Don't just like eat junk food. Like at least eat a balanced thing. But then eat what you want to eat. Don't like. So what if you gain a few pounds? Go ahead. No one's stopping you.
For me, I feel like at least each and every one of us have gone through that phase where we're insecure with our weight, and that we try to do something to make our body change. And I think that's normal for all humans to feel insecure with our bodies. But like what I said a while ago is that, how we look, that doesn't define who we are. And yeah, I was in that phase also where I was also trying to lose weight, going on like, stupid diets as well. And I realized at that point that it wasn't worth it at all, because, your health, that matters a lot more than how you look. Because like, like for example, if you like starve yourself, you're going to be like, that mood where you're hungry and angry, and that just throws you off. So it's really like, it's not good to go on those like crazy diets and things like that. So it's really just embracing yourself and your body. And yeah, what you said, it's like you don't have to fit in, like why not just stand out? So it matters more to be healthy, to learn to love your body more than trying to change it, because you were built the way that you are, and you're supposed to embrace that, that you're created to look like that, and to have your body now. So yeah, just embrace that fact, and it's really important too.
You guys pretty much said everything, but I'll keep mine short. Like my perspective of like me being insecure about my body changed because of this one thing my mom told me. She was like, "Why are you so insecure about your body? There are other girls around the world who want your body." And I was like, that's another way to think of it. So, like I stopped like starving myself and like skipping meals. I developed more like healthier habits because of that. And yeah, like I'm very happy with how I look right now. I wouldn't want to change it.
You're beautiful.
Yay!
You're
Yeah, you are.
amazing.
Oh, okay.
For me, I guess social media can also help because, as you can see, they sometimes share like, oh, a new plus size model and stuff. So take them as inspiration too. And if you want to go on diets, you can, as long as you don't torture yourself or do it in an unhealthy manner. And I guess it's really all about you, how you see yourself, because that's how people will see you. And just believe that you're pretty. And when you wake up, just look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm going to have a good day because I'm amazing. I'm a good person. And I'm still growing, you know? That's all that matters. Claim it.
Next is basically the same question, but it's about acne. So it's how do you deal with acne or not being ashamed of having acne? Honestly, my acne just gets worse over the years. You know how it's supposed to calm down when you're reaching, like, when you're getting older? Mine is getting worse. So I actually
Same.
like honestly advice to like my younger self is probably not like wear makeup just because you have one acne or something, because I started getting acne when I was around 12, and I literally just put on like so much concealer and then tried to cover it up. I felt so bad about it, felt so ashamed, and then looking back at it now, it's like I wish I had that skin, you know, like. And my acne isn't even as bad as like other people, so honestly I have nothing to complain about. So like my acne just happens whenever I have my period, so it's like hormones and all that. But like, yeah, I guess I just learned how to just accept it, because everyone gets acne. Even models get acne, actresses, actors get acne, everyone gets acne. It's like a normal thing. So yeah, I guess, I mean, obviously I still try to get rid of it, but then it's not because I don't love myself, it's just because I want to look healthier, basically. Because the main, like, sometimes acne is also caused by like the things you eat and the oil and all that. So I try to get rid of it by trying to eat healthier and all. It's just me trying to be healthier. It's not even because of how I look. So yeah, but then again, you shouldn't be ashamed of it because everyone gets it. Literally, the photos that you see on Instagram that the models have flawless skin, most of those are photoshopped or like edited.
Yeah.
No one has perfect skin.
The number one thing really is to accept, because yeah, like what Monica said, it's just a human thing. Everybody gets acne, nobody has perfect skin. So when you start to accept and realize that reality, it's easier for you to like try to and just, you know, not dwell so much and, you know, not having, you know, a flawless skin, because not everyone has that. And the second thing, yeah, it's really important to also be mindful of like your habits that may cause that acne, because you know, it could be by the things that you're eating. So it's important that, you know, you eat you make sure that you're eating proper food, that you're in a, like, you know, proper environment. Because sometimes you can also get acne from, like, for example, your bed sheets, like there might be dust in it. So also be mindful of those things, as well as, you know, stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, and don't put on too much makeup too. So it's also mindful to be aware of your habits that may cause that, so that it could also resolve that issue. But I think the number one thing is really acceptance, because, you know, who said that you should have flawless, perfect skin? Who said that you should have this body image? Everything that you hear, that's because like of the societal standards that is being, you know, presented to you. So like that doesn't matter. That's just a worldly cultural mentality, and we shouldn't like live in that mentality anymore. We should break it. So yeah, try and accept that.
What I do is I used to put like a lot of beauty products, but then that kind of damaged my skin. So like every night na lang, I just wash my face. And then I'm also, what do you call this? What I do na lang is what was I gonna say? Yeah, wash my face, and like what Pao said, just be aware of like if you touch your face, of where you sleep. So yeah, like I don't do much because it actually works. And embrace the beautiful face you have. Embrace it.
For me, I guess, makeup won't change anything. It'll just damage your skin more. So, stay healthy and, embrace what you have, because it's normal to have pimples at that age and growing. And other than that, there's a lot of derma places. So you could, go consult a doctor if you're feeling insecure, so they can actually help you in a healthy manner.
So what is your go-to routine to relax? For me, I guess it's just taking time away from my phone and away from social media, because I'm literally always on my phone. Ask anyone, ask my friends, I'm always on my phone. So I just try to push my phone aside first and just relax and just breathe and try to meditate, even if I can't meditate because I'm too hyper. But I just try to relax and just not look at my phone. Or sometimes I even do a skincare routine or a hair care routine just for me to relax, like my mini spa day or something. So yeah, that's me.
For me also, same. My relaxed time is in the morning. I make sure that in the morning I give time to just have my alone time, and that's usually it's usually prayer and devotion, so that I can just calm myself and make sure that my heart isn't heavy before I go on the day, because it's really important to give yourself a break before you go on with the things that you do. So I make sure to value my morning time as my alone time. And it's really also important to do things that you would enjoy, for example, going to a spa, getting a massage and things like that, because it'll really help you also try to get yourself off the things that that's whether it's bothering you, or just to detach yourself from the world for a while and to focus on yourself. So it's really important to take the time to focus on yourself.
For me, I just take naps. Only because I'm always so overwhelmed with my work here, so I don't have time to sleep even. And another way to relax, for me, I know some people hate it, but I hang out with my baby sister. Some people hate babies. I don't know what's wrong with them. But for some reason it calms me down. And yeah, it's fun having her around.
For me, I guess, alone time is really important. You could just play music, take a hot bath, and pamper yourself at home. Or for me, what I do is I go on morning walks with my dogs. So that's really fun because you get to see them, in the morning. And other than that, if you're the type that doesn't like to be alone, then just surround yourself with positive people. And also don't forget to take time to reflect on things, how you want to grow, where you want to improve. And yeah, just take it day by day.
Last question is, what's the best advice you were given about self-love? Honestly, for me, simple, accept yourself. Acceptance, that's it. Basically, you don't need other people's approval to love yourself.
For me, know what the creator created you for, and knowing your value, that's important, because when you know your value, you won't give people discounts, you won't allow yourself to be mistreated. So I think that's really important advice that I got about self-love.
For me, I think it's important to acknowledge and know that it's human to feel fear and to feel anxious. And it's hard to do and easy to say, but stay strong.
For me, I guess make your haters your biggest motivators, and walk the streets like you own them, and shut the negativities out. And if you want to grow, know that it's not an overnight process, so you have to be really patient and just believe that you can actually, grow and improve. Slow progress, still progress.
Well, that's it for today's questions. Thank you guys again for joining me in today's Girl Talk. So once again, Erica, Pauline, and Reagan, thank you guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Click that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. See you guys next week. Bye.